Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
You know, this might sound like a very silly thing to say, but almost everybody has a dream. Everybody wants to achieve something. Everybody wants to become rich, become successful, have a big position, enjoy life, being at the top of the game or whatever. But have you noticed one thing? Everyone wants to earn a big salary. Everyone wants to have a big position. Everyone has big dreams. But why is it? Have you asked yourself, why is it only, handful or less than, say, 5% or 10% achieve it? Okay, you can say in Olympics and sports and all that, it's genetics, fine. Okay, you have to be built in a particular way or your DNA structure. But we are talking here of the corporate world. And then you'll say, luck plays a factor. Fine. Luck does play a factor. But keeping luck aside, the one thing that does play a factor is these traits that set you apart. And the traits that set you apart is stuff like obsession, intense laser-like focus, consistency, dedication. These are the other traits. But then there is one trait that people fail to consider. Okay, one trait. And this trait I found is very useful or is necessary if you want to achieve success. And that is the sense of desperation. They say, work with a sense of urgency. I would say go one level higher. Go with a sense of desperation, like as if you will die, as if you cannot breathe. Now, why am I telling you this? I know it can be looked upon as a very negative connotation. For example, because of desperation, people agree to take, they undercut, let's say, what they quote in terms of their salary. They are ready to take up any job, any position. Okay, that is, in a way, it's bad. But I'll tell you this much, when it comes down to survival of the fittest, when it comes to the desperation that you are going to do whatever it takes to succeed and, like sink or swim, that kind of desperation, you will see results. See, I meet, or not meet, in the sense I interact with a lot of people online. Lots of people. Every single day, maybe 3 or 4 new people. Oh, I'm looking for a job, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. Fine. Yeah, they want a job. But if you see the way they go about, it's like a brain dead human being. They will just send, for example, 500, 600 emails. Sometimes they'll spam people per day. What does an email do? How many emails do you receive unsolicited? Do you seriously respond to each and every one? In a corporate setting, if someone sends an unsolicited email, it's marked as spam. And if you're going to send an email searching for a job and, you never asked for it, do you think you're going to entertain? Whoa. You go your way, man. I'm going my way. Okay, bye-bye. You don't. I'm going my way. Nice boy. Okay, don't turn. Get afraid of these bulls. By the way, do you know that I was once, not gored actually, but one bull hit me in the ass and I flew off. This actually happened in the village. I'll tell you about it in another story, another video. It was a very funny one. I flew like Superman because I got, thankfully that cow or bull or whatever didn't have horns, but it had a hard head and my ass was sore. Anyway, okay. Now, apart from that, coming back to, so, it's, yeah. I lost my thought here. What was I saying? When you apply, let's say, for example, okay, let's say there are 4-5 candidates who have applied for a job. One candidate, is overly confident. The other candidate is eager, but third candidate is like, let's say, begging for a job. Now, I'm not trying to imply that you have to start begging for a job. Okay? By the sense of desperation that I mean, it should be like that intensity, that focus, that anger, that rage, where you want to prove something while keeping your self-worth, is when you will succeed. See, I've had ups and downs in my life. In fact, I've had more downs than ups. Okay? And that, in a way, has shaped my character to what I am today. And I'll tell you, if there is a person who is very casual about wanting the job versus another person who is, not casual, but is not only eager, but he wants to prove wants to prove it. He shows that he's eager, that he really wants his job, that he's not ready to give up. When you see the person with that kind of intensity, that kind of passion, that kind of dedication, you give it, no? So I'm not saying show this desperation to the owner. Don't show the desperation to anyone. People take advantage. But have the sense of desperation inside you where you should not be able to eat, sleep, do anything until you achieve your goal. You should be that focused, that crazy about it. See, we live in a day and age where today competition is like crazy. It's so cutthroat. You have people with, from having godfathers to, contacts and connections to, there are even instances where people have taken under the table, favors. There are so many factors that come into play. So when we live in this kind of day and age, if you don't work with the sense of that serious desperation and urgency, you will not get anywhere. Because remember this, end of the day, if an opportunity is there, it's only for one person. And who grabs it, it's a matter of choice. So remember, don't take what I've said out of context, where I'm not trying to tell you that if, let's say, you're worth 10,000, you accept 1,000. No, that is not my message. At the same time, if you are asking for 10, but the owner has, or let's say the decision maker has 10 people, all who are ready to accept 10,000, with the same skills, same qualifications, same experience, same expertise, more or less. And then one of them says, I'll accept 9, okay? Let's agree for 9, I'll start. So, don't you think that guy would consider? Or, let's say I'll give you another option. The guy tells the owner, I'll prove it to you, okay? If I'm not worth it, don't pay me. Just, we shake hands, bye-bye. Because I didn't give the results you wanted. But if I do, you agree to my salary. See, that's another form of desperation. So, by desperation, I'm not trying to say take a victim mentality or lower yourself to such a bad standard that, you'll just hate yourself. No. Do whatever it takes to succeed. Remember, it's like, I told you, sink or swim. when it comes to that point of desperation, yeah, I don't know how else to tell you this, but I'll just give you only my example. No client, no nothing. I have reached where I am today because I take things, with a serious sense of urgency, like as if there's no tomorrow. Like, I have to achieve my target. I have to close the deal. I have expenses every day. Have to generate the income. And in that desperation, sometimes I may even close a deal, which I know is, it's not up to the mark, like if I have not achieved my target. But thankfully, because I push myself in terms of content creation, in terms of marketing and promoting my brand, I have always 2-3 people to choose from, So the main thing what I want to leave you with is, you choose, you decide. What do you feel is, your position in your life? Where do you stand? Are you at that crux whereby you're absolutely happy, you don't have to give a damn? If that is the case, then don't worry. Then there's nothing to worry. You have enough money, you have a good life, you have a good position, you have everything working well for you. But if in case you feel that life is not going the way you want, or you know that you have to achieve your target like me, then you cannot take things lightly. It's like, a guy comes to buy something in your shop, you're selling some goods. You either can sell it and immediately get cash in hand, or you'll end up with dead stock, which you would not know whether you can sell or cannot sell tomorrow. And if you have a business sense and business experience, what do they always say? Better to get cash, and cash should always be rolling. Otherwise, you'll end up with dead stock which nobody will buy, and then you'll end up selling it at a loss. And this is especially true with the, goods that either are perishable or they go out of fashion, especially in terms of electronics. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. You let me know. You agree, disagree. But remember what I said. Don't take what I've said out of context by, if you're worth 10, don't accept 1. But at the same time, the flip side to this is, if you're not getting anything at all and you need to survive, then you need to use a little bit of this. Okay? Let me know what are your thoughts. Good, bad, ugly. Comment down below. It's me signing off. You guys take care.